16. If you've been waiting for Kevin to put the show up, it's up! Here you go! Welcome to Video Game News Radio with your host, Kevin Baird. Brian Baird.
Don Anderson.
And Larry Mack, not that anybody cares.
Didn't even know Larry was here.
Brian's having a problem with his iPad.
Nobody ever does.
You came up at the last second.
His computer reboots or something. He's probably going to start punching things soon.
Not Brian, I'm talking about Larry. I didn't know Larry was there because I looked and it was just you, me, and Brian. And then I went to go look at Facebook or whatever, and then I heard you start. And I was like, wait a minute.
Brian will be back. He'll be back. He gets his shit fixed.
All right, so
Test. Okay,
Wow.
Anderson, you got me on echo.
what?
I can hear myself. Well, now I can.
Yeah, now it's gone.
It's not my fault.
I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's do our top 20 drinking game. There are some things on here for drinking about halfway through the list. The rule is simple. We're going to list off top 20 titles, and if it's not a game, you have to drink. That's all there is to it. I'm drinking Diet Dr. Wow this week, a calorie-free soda. It was 50 cents a 2-liter at the Acme Supercenter.
That's why they call it Dr. Wow.
That's quality right there.
It was on sale. Normally it is $1, but 50 cents a 2-liter. I mean, you can't get anything for 50 cents, really. That's in a liquid. Small water, maybe. I'm not sure. Number 20, The Sims 3 University Life for Windows. Number 19, Disney Infinity 3.0 Edition Time Figure? I don't know. Drink. Action figure. I'm not aware of these new cartoons. Maybe there's somebody just called Time or something. Number 18, FIFA 16 Standard Edition for the Xbox One. Number 17, 7th Dragon 3 Code VFD for the 3DS. Number 16, Destiny for the Xbox One. Karate Dog just sent me Destiny for the PlayStation 4 because he wants to play it on Tuesdays. So now I have that, even though I already had it on Xbox One, but they don't have Xbox Ones. Number 15, NBA 2K17 Legends of Gold, or Legends Gold for Xbox One. $100 for that. Number 14, Just Cause 3 for the PlayStation 4. Number 13, Rocket League Collector's Edition for the PlayStation 4. Number 12, The Sims 3 Pets for Windows. Number 11, the Steam Controller. Drink. It's not a game. Larry, what are you drinking this week?
Well, in honor of the holiday, we're going with the red, white, and blue Keystone Light can.
Wow.
Got your stars there.
Keystone Light.
It's very patriotic.
Wow. I don't see you buying Keystone beer, Larry. Somebody bring that over or something?
Actually, this is still left over from camping last month. I figured I better get rid of this shit.
Did you buy Keystone?
I don't think I brought the Keystone. I'm trying to remember. Because I took like a case of PBR and some Natty and some Beast, but I don't think I brought the Keystone.
Keystone. That used to be Jason Brewer's.
But I may have, because I know when I came back to pick somebody up, we stopped and got like some PBR and...
It's fine. You can feel shame. Number 10. Assassin's Creed.
It was all about,
Syndicate.
quantity.
For PlayStation 4. Number 9, new Nintendo 3DS XL Black. That's a drink. Don, what are you drinking with your sandwich that you're eating?
Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola.
Woo.
Nothing?
Is that the first one for the day?
Yes.
Yeah.
First one in the can.
Your father would be proud. Number 8, Sims 3 Supernatural for Windows. Don't ask me what's up with the Sims 3. It must be like a Sims 3 sale or something. Number 7, original Nintendo Wii audio video cable. Drink.
Yep. Right at the 8.
Brian is still rebooting his computer. Again. That's good that he does system maintenance during the show. Get his patches done and everything. Make sure he's good and secure. Number 6, return to Popolo Cross. I don't know. A Story of Sea World or something. Anyway, it's for the 3DS. Doesn't look like something a masculine person would play. Number 5, Rise of the Tomb Raider for the Xbox 360. Number 4, Illumishield Game Nintendo 2DS Screen Protector. That's just drink. That's what that is.
Screen protector.
Screen protectors. Number 4 this week. It's up 124% for the 2DS. Number 3, Turtle Beach Ear Force. Xbox 360 audio cable. Drink. That's really... What is this thing? I mean, what is it? Ear Force. Provides RCA audio outputs when using an HDMI connection. Wow, that's really obscure. Why would somebody buy that? It's like they couldn't figure out how to get sound out of their HDMI, so they went with the RCA jacks. I mean, if they got a really cheap shit stereo system or something. Number 2, Just Cause 3 for the Xbox One. And number 1, The Sims 3 Ambitions for Windows. So that's your movers and shakers this week. Steam Top 10, number 10 is Arma 3. Number 9 is Rise of the Tomb Raider. Number 8, Rocket League. Number 7, Fallout 4. Number 6, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Number 5, Dead by Daylight. Number 4, Ark Survival Evolved. Number 3, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Number 2, Doom. And number 1, Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay. Brian, are you capable of doing your week in review?
I guess.
If everybody can hear me.
Try not to plug in your iPad for a minute and tell us how your week was.
So I went to 4th of July little soiree yesterday. It was pretty nice. A lot of really nicely home-cooked food, which I haven't had in ages.
Where was that?
It
Jody's
was
mom's
at
house?
my girlfriend's nephew's house. Way the hell out east. You know, those parts of Ohio you never really pay much attention to.
That's where you're way out east.
Yeah, well, this was way further.
Oof.
Yeah.
So Pennsylvania, basically.
Not quite Pennsylvania.
Might as well be.
Somewhere in that in-between neutral zone, you know, the Romulans and stuff. Yeah, so I
Romulus.
went out there, ate too much, drank a couple of beverages, and I had a pretty good time, you know. Then there was right down the road was some local school, Chardon, I guess it was like Chardon High School or whatever, and they had the fireworks there, so we got to stand there, and right behind us was the sewer line, so I got to enjoy the scent of the sewer while we were very slowly, you know, being asphyxiated by the stink. I kept waiting for like Chud to come out, you know, grab one of the kids. Other than that, though, let me see. The rest of the work week was the work week. I worked. We played Witcher 3 because I've got it. I never actually played all of it, you know. So trying to get through all the different little adventures they have in there that I can actually get through. Still great. You know, I put it down for a couple of months, came back to it, and after I figured out how to play it, it's still just a lot of fun.
Catch them up.
Well, yeah, you know, there's the other stuff I've been playing is that one app game where it's like Panzer General on your iPad, which is, you know, can be a lot of fun, but it also is a really long, you know, especially if you're playing, you know, the grand campaign where you're playing like every single year. You know, it's a pretty long fucking fight. You know, 4 years worth of combat. Other than that, though, not much else is going on. Just, you know, I go to work, I come home, and now they're talking at work that they might not actually be going over to Ryder, although I don't know how true that is.
But what do you mean?
They're
Like
not
the-
certain that that's just a rumor, but they said that they're not entirely certain that they like, you know, how they're going to want, because once they let go of the drivers, they no longer have any control over how their stuff gets picked up and delivered. And it's, riders basically, how many drivers do you need on that day? Because they're like a rental company, except that, they deal with truck driving. You can rent their trucks, or, you need so many drivers, not a problem. Well, when do you need the drivers? Well, these have to be like specific runs. They're not doing anything extra. Basically, this is what you paid for. This is all you're going to get. You want more than that, you got to go outside us to do that.
This is what you get.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what you get.
But then they know that going in. I mean, it's not like it's all of a sudden a surprise for them. Like,
that's what I was figured too. I'm like, why is this a big deal? They should know this shit by now. I mean, for fuck's sake, how many times have they done this? And I don't quite get it. They I don't know if they're just dicking with us or what. Plus, the fact is, I keep asking everybody in the upper office, like, do you have any idea what's going on? And, like, they're not telling us anything. They're not telling you guys anything. Nobody knows anything. Nobody's gonna know nothing to the last second. I'm like, all right. I'm not certain why it's a secret, but all right.
they're gonna fire everybody. They don't want you to leave ahead of time.
Maybe, yeah, they're gonna just like, okay, everybody's, you're all gone.
That's what they do. Are you kidding? That's all. Of course, that's what they're gonna do, dude.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Just let me know.
If they were gonna take care of you, they would have told you ahead of time. If you stay, you get X sum of money or whatever. But
we're gonna take care of you. Get the cement.
Right. All right, Don. How was your week?
Really?
What? What?
Your week.
It was all right. Yesterday was the annual Thanksgiving, the annual July 4th party over at Gillies Street. And of course, when I say over at Gillies Street, I mean the whole street, because everybody comes out. It was a good time. Cornhole tournament, dodgeball. They tried playing like this giant version of beer pong with buckets instead of cups. But then they used these really light balls that when you like threw them, the wind would take them in different directions. So they sat there for literally the first game took over an hour. And everybody was just like, I'm done with this. And they just started throwing firecrackers in them and blowing up the buckets. So that was a good time. Of course, the fireworks display they put on was awesome. And there was an ice cream truck, which everybody just assumed that I would...
Exploded.
Everybody just assumed that I would go to it twice.
There was an ice cream truck by us, too, but they refused to, sell anything to anybody. They were just, trying to avoid the cops, because they were going to try to set up, and, we can't. Now the cops see us, we got to go.
We're just here. We're an ice cream truck, but we don't want to sell you anything. We just want to sit here.
That was weird.
Yeah.
So
saw
Don,
Jason Brewer.
Did you go to the ice cream truck twice?
Huh?
Did you go to the ice cream truck twice?
No.
Oh.
I held my ground. I was like, dude, I can't be that guy. I mean, I want to be that guy. I mean, I could be that guy. But it's like, no, I shouldn't be that guy. So I even asked Sophie, I was like, do you want another one? Because if you want another one, I'll just go up there and get you another one, But no, it was all good. I saw Jason Brewer, because I see him every year at the same thing. So I hung out with him. And this year was different because there was no children's entertainment. Like, they had a magician and a balloon artist at one time, and they had, some dude with a bunch of animals one time. This year, they didn't have any of that. But then again, by the end of the night, I believe there was 2 fights. Which
awesome.
Which is new. So I was like, oh, this is a different, element to this little get-together, because everybody's cool. Everybody either lives on the same street or in that neighborhood, or they know everybody who lives on that street or in that neighborhood. So it's like everybody knows each other.
So who did you fight?
I didn't fight anybody.
Oh.
I got
fucker, come here.
I got punched in the face, so I got in my car and tried to run the whole party over.
Huh, that's never happened.
But no, that was that. And then today we didn't get home until 3 in the morning. So
oh, God.
Yeah, she was hanging out with some older kids, like the freshmen in high school and stuff.
Here, you want to smoke a cigarette? Oh, no.
She's like, leave me alone, go away. And I'm like, it's time to go. And she's like, I'm hanging out with the older kids. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting his number.
You know, I was like, I used to hang out with older kids like Brian Baird and stuff. I was like,
That was a smart idea.
nothing bad will happen to you.
Yeah.
Just don't go for a ride in the Metro
Because
Parks.
you listen to Kevin. Kevin's just like, he's going to invoke the devil.
That's what
He
Kevin
did,
would say.
didn't he? He invoked the devil.
That's all he would. He would just like, you don't want to hang out with my
He's
brother.
got a 6-foot satanic sword.
That's right.
He would say all the cool stuff about you and then be like, you don't want to hang out with him. And it's like, no, actually, I kind of do want to hang out with him. But then you would show up and I'd be so scared I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want you to.
And she'll be here. Oh.
Oh, you rolled in like Gumby. And then today, Larry might appreciate this. Today I picked up my plaques
Oh,
of the block. from
Is
the
that like
finals.
blacks?
The plaques from the Cavaliers finals win. The big block on Iguodala. I'm gonna put that on my wall. I mean, as soon as I get a wall. And the shot, that 3-pointer by Kyrie Irving right over the MVP Steph Curry. Suckers. So I got that going for me. But then again, that game was fixed, so I guess it doesn't matter. Did you know North Olmsted's doing fireworks tonight for the first time? I think it's like the first time in forever. But
They did it last year.
oh, okay. See, I didn't know about it last
so
year.
the
But
first time since last year.
okay.
Great
Wow.
Northern does
I
it.
may go to that tonight. So busy week for me.
Why would you want to go to North Olmsted? I'm sure it'll be shitty.
Kevin Rom texted me today. He goes, hey, man, you should keep in touch with me. You should stop on by. And I said, when are you going to be home? He goes, I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
We just got back in last night. I was like, okay, so
We might be leaving real soon.
you're texting me to tell me that I don't get a hold of you, but then you tell me that if I try to get a hold of you, you probably aren't going to be home because you're vacationing. So there's always that. But anyways, go on. That's I believe that's my time.
Larry, fill us in.
There's not much to say. I don't really have a life.
Let's go back to me then.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, then
my
fuck
phone.
this guy.
My phone appears to be dying. It's hard to tell because nobody ever tries to call or text me on it because I don't have friends.
Oh, Larry.
No, no, you don't.
But like
That's
I've noticed when I try to play solo games on it, because that's all I do, everything's really slow and I have to keep shutting it off and turning it back on and stuff like that. And the battery life is even shittier than it used to be. Let's see what else has been going on. Oh, so I apparently work for this crazy, over-the-top, politically correct company.
All right.
Because I kind of got taken out to the woodshed.
Now pull down your pants. What?
Pretty much. Apparently,
Calm down.
Because as a society, we've grown too weak and touchy-feely.
Ugh.
They're touching you too?
In project meetings,
Yes, your underwear.
you're not allowed to tell somebody that their suggestion is retarded.
Come back in your underwear.
So I learned that the hard way. Let's see what else.
Put my pants back on.
Yeah,
All shamefaced.
Larry, you can't tell people they're retards. Well,
You can't, no.
and apparently, if they say, dude, how could you say that? Well, his suggestion was retarded isn't an acceptable excuse to say it was retarded. But in my defense, the suggestion was retarded. Let's see, what else? Candy Crush Saga. We've completed episodes 109, 110, and 111. We're now on level 1657, and also because our society is all touchy-feely and full of bullshit, it would always give you this option to when you passed one of your friends, like in terms of levels, let so and so know that you passed them.
Mm-hmm.
And I, finally retook first place out of all my friends. And I was like, oh, sure, I'll share that. Well, now they block that. They still give you the option to do it, but they block it because people have reported that as abusive. So apparently having Candy Crush Saga say, Larry has passed you, is way too abusive for Facebook, so they block that. Let's see, what else? I've been, the usual, working too hard, drinking too much. I have found that it is damn hard to find a bar around here that can actually make a Harvey Wallbanger. Winking Lizard can't make me a Harvey Wallbanger. I went to Memories.
I don't even know what that is. Or like, what?
Yeah.
What is that?
I went to Memories, this bar out by where I work, for lunch one day. They can't make me a Harvey Wallbanger. So, if anybody could like make a Harvey Wallbanger and put it in a cooler and mail it to me, I'd appreciate that. Anyway,
Just put it in an envelope. Here you go.
yeah. So, let's see what else. That's been pretty much it. This weekend I'm working on a training manual for work and some reporting stuff, and that's my exciting holiday weekend.
Woo!
Woo!
Got my new TV. It's ridiculous and great. Beat Resident Evil. Now playing Resident Evil 0 on Twitch. That's my
You're going
thing.
backwards.
Playing games. That's just how it is, man. Gotta play them the way they came out, I guess. I never actually played these games all the way through, so I thought I would do it. And so far, I'm having a good time. Yeah, I'm not really doing anything for the 4th, except this radio show. Could have went to a cookout. Decided to do the VGN show instead. That's
You could have went to the cookout. We wouldn't have,
team player I am. Yeah. Is anything else going on? Not really. I think I need glasses. Other than that,
Oh, God.
Of course you do.
I'm farsighted fine. I can see really far, but things that are up close are really giving me trouble. So,
You'll get a pair of bifocals like me, where you see things up. I'm nearsighted, so I can still see things far away unless I'm concentrating on something nearby, and then when I look up, forget it, and I can't see shit.
I think most people are nearsighted when they need glasses, but I think I'm the opposite, farsighted. But I don't know. It also just could be, since I'm on prescription medication, it could be a side effect of that. But
blind.
that would be worse, because that would mean that, I'm slowly going blind. All right, let's do the news.
Oh, that reminds me, while we're discussing side effects,
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
let me tell you, on the list of possible medication side effects, like I've been on the one that might make my skin slough off, and I've been on one that is going to cause some irreparable nerve damage or whatever. But I gotta say, the worst possible side effect, that painful ejaculation side effect sucks. Just want to throw that out there.
Not
Breaking
sure what the
news.
hell that is. That sounds horrible.
It's terrible. Oh my god.
You have a screaming orgasm, and it's completely not.
Right. Not the good way. So,
Yeah.
breaking news. Breaking news. Anderson was just kind enough to text me so I could use my phone. And I answered him, and each step of that process between hitting the little button for my texts and then sending an LOL to him took about a minute and a half on my phone because it's clearly dying.
Well, it's going to take longer than that for me to get it because I haven't got it back yet.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. So,
It's probably due, in fact, somewhat to it being a holiday weekend and everybody's on their fucking phone sending pictures of shit.
That's
There's
it.
the fireworks. It's like, great. Yeah.
You guys gonna go look at fireworks tomorrow?
I have to work.
I
I have nobody to go with
I never really go.
because I'm lame.
All right, you might have expected PlayStation Vue, Sony's streaming TV service, to be somewhat of a throwaway, something unlikely to ever hit it big. And while it's true that it still has a ways to go, the service has already surpassed a big milestone. Vue now has more than 100,000 subscribers, according to sources speaking with Bloomberg. The figure may in fact be closer to 120,000, though for its part, Sony isn't confirming any specifics. I use Vue. It's okay. It's it'd be better if it had A&E now.
Hey!
Sorry.
That's all right. Following up on this week's Radeon RX 480 launch, there has been some questions raised about the power consumption of the card. This after some sites whom directly tapped the power rails feeding the card discovered that at least some of their samples were pulling more than the standard allowed 75 watts over the PCIe slot and or 6-pin PCIe external power connector. To that end, it would appear that AMD's staff is working weekend duty, and they have just sent over the following statement. As you know, we continuously tune our GPUs in order to maximize their performance within their given power envelopes and the speed of the memory interface, which in this case is an unprecedented 8 gigabytes per second for GDR5. Recently, we identified select scenarios where the tuning of some RX 480 boards was not optimal. Unfortunately, or I should say fortunately, we can adjust the GPU's tuning via software in order to resolve this issue. We are already testing a driver that implements a fix, and we will provide an update to the community on our progress on Tuesday, July 5th, 2016. So basically, they're going to make a patch that everybody is going to unpatch so they can get full performance
They're going to unpatch.
out of the GPU.
They start screaming.
If some of the data is to be believed, these cards are exceeding 150 watt total at times, which would mean there is either something causing them to run in the wrong power state, or they are just outright exceeding their power limit and need to be throttled back, as we don't do per rail testing. I don't have anything meaningful to add at this second, but it will be very interesting to see how AMD responds. The demand for virtual reality is still high. If the latest news from retailer GameStop is any indication, the company just sold out of its second allotment of pre-order units for the PlayStation VR systems. Quote, "The fact that this second installment sold out in a matter of minutes demonstrates the customer anticipation and fervor for this exciting interactive technology," said Bob Pusen, Senior Vice President of Merchandising at GameStop. "We're working closely with Sony to get more PSVR units, and we'll let our customers know when they become available. The $400 headset is due for release in October." Yeah, I could totally wait to spend $400 on some unproven technology that Sony might abandon rapidly after release. Because, I mean, we already have Oculus and Vive out, and, you know, not a lot of talk about either. Like, Facebook said that sales of Oculus have been slow, and
Because it's fucking expensive as fuck. That's why.
and Vive you can get sent to, or Vive or whatever, but you can get sent that immediately if you order it, which means they're not sold out. So yeah, I don't know. It's expensive, and you know, it's one of those technologies that it's
Remember.
it needs a game that people want to play rather than Job Simulator and whatever else.
Job Simulator.
And it can't be like, yeah, that's what the Vive comes with, Job Simulator. And it can't be like, you know, like just a regular game that you buy and then it's got, like, they tacked on that feature and stuff. Because then it's just like, you know, like supposedly they're going to do Fallout 3 in VR, but I already have Fallout 3. I already beat it. Like, I don't need to play it again. I'm not going to buy a $500 headset.
Skyrim. They're redoing Skyrim. I'm like, you know, it's interesting, but I'm like, oh my god, I don't know if I could do that game again.
I still have never finished it.
so
I've tried to
fucking
play
long.
it through it twice, and I can't get. I get fed up. In the latest note from DFC Intelligence, the research firm ponders the future of Nintendo and the console market. DFC sees the under 12 market as the quote lost console generation, end quote, that could ultimately be a significant opportunity for the right company. Naturally, Nintendo has always been kid-friendly, and with the right approach, its upcoming Nintendo NX platform could capitalize on a market that's been vastly underserved, unless you count the 3DS, which is what's serving that audience. Quote, "One of the ironies of the latest generation of console systems is how children under the age of 12 have been largely ignored.
It's a damn good Kermit the Frog.
Wii U is the only dedicated system remotely targeted at kids, and it has been a failure. 20 years
Unfortunately, it's
ago,
Marvin the Martian.
many casual outside observers viewed children as the only market for video games. The fact that console systems can thrive without targeting a younger audience speaks volumes to how the industry has grown. However, it also highlights a major missed opportunity, DFC says. Arguably, Sony and Microsoft don't need younger gamers and can simply rely on the trickle-down effect where kids come on board several years into the life cycle. Really, it is hard to point to a major specific new... We cut them off. All right. So, anyway.
Appreciate it.
Some wishful thinking. Believe me, the Nintendo NX is going to be... It's going to be ridiculous. Because the company only releases ridiculous shit. I mean, we all should just admit that after the N64, everything Nintendo's done has been, console-wise, has been totally ridiculous. Right? They released the Game Boy Advance that wasn't backlit. So you had to buy a light to shine on the screen so you could see it. Then they released the DS, which was two cheap screens that folded together, with a touchscreen on the bottom and not
Didn't
at the
work
top.
out as well as everybody hoped it would.
And then they had the 3DS with the 3D screen that nobody likes and everybody shuts off. And they had the GameCube with the little disc that didn't hold as much information as the larger discs that the other game companies had. And it was underpowered. So it's true. Then they had the Wii.
I love that whole chronology.
And they had the Wii, which is like really underpowered. Didn't work on HD, and had some motion control for your grandmother to play. And they had the Wii U that really confused people with the giant JoJo controller, and it only has like 1 gigabyte of usable memory for games, where the new systems have 8 gigabyte of usable memory. So, yeah. So why would anybody in their right mind think that the NX is going to be something amazing? It's not. It's not. It's going to be terrible. I think we should all just accept that. Nintendo is great at making games that are Nintendo games. Mario and Kirby and all that stuff. But when it comes to hardware, forget it. It's over. You know, even the N64, they did cartridges. Everybody else is like, the future is CD. And Nintendo's like, no, we want to sell ridiculously overpriced cartridges. You know? It's like, why? Why?
Because they can.
They're just crazy. They're crazy. It worked with the Wii. I'm not saying it didn't. They tricked everybody. Kids thought they would have lightsabers in their living room, fucking fighting guys and shit. I was arguing with people on the forum. I was like, listen, it ain't going to work that way. There's no resistance. There's not somebody blocking your sword. You can't just swing it like an idiot. We didn't get anything near that. We got, like, bowling, which is good. But that's the best game we got, was bowling. And then they sold everybody a fucking bathroom scale. I bought one.
We have one.
Stood on it, did exercises on it and shit. And then they came to E3 and they were like, everybody was like, what's the next thing, Nintendo? And they're like, we have a blood pressure monitor.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I think that was the beginning of the end. I mean, they released that press release about how they were going to do this wellness thing and hospital stuff, and then that apparently went away. Because somebody was just like, are you guys, seriously? You guys can't come into the hospital business. Nobody wants any of that shit.
somebody probably fucking read, what they were doing at these E3 shows. I'm like, what?
Nobody wants any of that nonsense.
Yeah,
Are we crazy?
We're trying to heal people, Nintendo. Your fucking wristband Mario gadget out of here.
Well, I mean, we already did have that. I don't remember what the fuck game it was, but we did have that one game that Kevin declared was great for guys in like the VA hospital who were bedridden. So Nintendo was just taking it to the next logical step. We see this. We think this next game is going to be great for pediatric oncology wards.
They had that game on where you just, it was like a mode in that Wii Fit where you just sat perfectly still. That was the point. Just sit there perfectly still. And then
I would kick everybody's ass at that game.
And if you don't breathe right or something, then you fail. This is ridiculous. Yeah, none of that shit happened. None of the good shit happened with the Wii. Everything that came out was totally ridiculous. We all used our imagination. We're like, well, they could make a totally awesome skiing game out of this. Did we get a totally awesome skiing game out of it? No.
No, but they made a lot of Mario fucking games.
Yeah, that didn't use the balance board. They were like, we sell a piece of shit. Let everyone else buy. Meanwhile, we work on same game again.
Well, they realized there wasn't a whole lot of point in investing a lot of money into development once they found out they could make a fortune selling those fucking plastic mats to put the balance board on and the plastic fucking bag to put the balance board in.
Yeah.
They're like, why the hell are we going to develop shit?
A lot of those,
it was complete fucking price gouging.
Those snap-on plastic toy things that connected to the Wii controller.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Now you can have a golf club.
And a steering wheel. And...
Yeah. The golf club and the steering wheel. The plastic steer, that thing is the dumbest thing in the world for Mario Kart.
Don't you own it?
No.
I thought you did.
he has a steering wheel, but I don't think he ever had that one.
No, I don't. Mom had a pack of like crap that you attach all sorts of stuff to. That went no garage sale for like a quarter. Because I was just, please take it. Oh my god. Alright. So, I mean, I'm just saying. I don't want Nintendo to fail as a company. I'd like them to revisit the idea of releasing a system that's competitive, but let's be serious. They've already said that the NX is not going to be a regular console, and it's not going to be a handheld. So, yet every single news source out there shows a picture of a controller with a big screen on it, as that's what they think it's going to be. Because of some patent that Nintendo had. And it's just like, look, it's going to be the Nintendo Smart Frisbee or something. It's not going to be good. It's just not. I wish it was, but it's not. Okay. Let's get rid of that. We won't read that one. Okay, games coming out this week. Tuesday, multi-platform, we have Fury with an I. And Lost Sea. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday for...
Lost Sea is like, oh look, there's this lake. I didn't...
Yeah,
lost it.
That's what it's called. Lost Sea.
Yeah, you and Cookie Monster looking for...
Top-down action strategy game where survivors of a plane crash must scour the tropical island they've stranded on for resources to build a seaworthy ship and find a way back to civilization.
Fuck that. You know what will happen.
Zombies.
You ain't gonna find wood. You're gonna find all kinds of bullshit.
Thursday for the 3DS, we have Cold Deceptor Revolt. For multi-platform, we have Shin. Just drink. Hayaragami 2. And for the Wii U, we have Tap Tap Arcade 2. Perfect example of the Wii U. What you can get for it. Fucking Tap Tap Arcade 2. Friday. Multi-platform, we have... This is really the name of the game. In case of emergency, release Raptor. And then for PC...
That actually sounds kind of good.
We have Umineko, When They Cry, Question Arcs. Finally, on Saturday for the PC, TikTok Bang Bang. So, nothing's coming out this week, basically. It's showing us that everybody's off for the holiday. Somebody's like, let's squeeze our game out real quick for that.
Yeah, like a turtle head.
Somebody might want to buy my game.
I still gotta finish that Far Cry Primal. I started playing that, and I'm like, wait, let me finish these other games, and now I'm like, fuck, I gotta get back on that one. That was a good game.
Finished Torchlight 2.
What'd you think of it?
It was okay. It's like Diablo. Okay, our friend Alexa writes into lazybastards at videogamenews.com. Says, hello, VGN crew.
Hello, Alexa.
Happy Independence Day. Enjoy the barbecue and fireworks or whatever it is that you do to celebrate, unless you lazy bastards decide to skip the show again. And now for the question. Guys keep mentioning that Kevin makes a cake when you go to his house. What kind of cake is it? What can you make in, I'm guessing, less than an hour? Have a nice 3rd or 10th of July. I don't even remember the cake.
You made 2.
No!
Because you were experimenting with different icings, as I recall.
I think that was Jessica. She was in cake decorating classes.
Yeah, that's useful these days.
And she would learn how to cake decorate, and then she'd bring the cake over,
too, so
and I'd be like, well, you might as well just give it to these guys, because they might eat it, because I'm not. And that happened. I took one to work and stuff. People were like, what's that cake? Yeah, a lot of icing on that cake. Too much.
Yeah, people bitch and I get free food these days. You just look at them like, well, then don't fucking eat it.
Yeah.
In fact, everybody sees this guy eating this food, kill him.
Kill him.
So it was probably one of those. I don't generally like cake. Like, I'll eat cake
You're
if somebody
fucking
gives
retard.
it to me, but it's not, I don't know. It's just not that great.
Oh, hell, I don't like cake. Cakes. Why should I like cake?
If I had a choice between a donut and a piece of
because
cake, I'd eat
it's
a
just gonna make
I'd
me
eat a
sad.
donut.
I'm gonna be sad.
Cake.
No, cake's it's a lie. It's just a fucking lie.
Well, it depends, because, like, there's that one gross brown donut that is in, like, every dozen donuts
Yeah,
you get.
nobody
They always
wants the
throw-
brown donut.
Well, that's
They
not
always throw
cake,
that
that's
thing
donuts.
in. Well, no, because Kevin said he would take a donut.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a piece of cake or that fucking thing. I also don't like the donuts with the fucking jelly in them.
Well, it depends on what kind of. See,
Yeah,
here's the thing with cakes.
Crazy talk.
Because you get some people who are like, I love frosting, and they put like a whole big thing of frosting on top of like cakes, and you're like, too much.
Oh, especially if it's like the real sugary frosting.
You're just like, oh no,
You're
you
like
don't.
gagging on it. Yeah.
As opposed to the really sour frosting.
One
Well,
bite
no.
of that.
No, like the buttercream.
Yeah, buttercream's where it's at.
Yeah.
Man,
If you
I used to work at a restaurant, and a lot of times they'll take like whole cups of like Crisco and add it to the frosting. So it's just like it's some nasty shit what you're eating. I can't eat any of that crap. I mean, I can, but really small amounts, because that's what it just grosses me the fuck out. You think it's like all sugar and stuff, but it's like it's full on cups of Crisco mixed in to make it smooth, and it's just like you're eating just like raw Crisco like out of the can. Gross.
Don't act like I'm the only one who like sometimes just sits in front of the TV with a bottle of Crisco and a straw. Come on. I know I'm not the only one.
Well, that's liquid Crisco. I'm talking about the shortening, the thick stuff.
Oh, like the lard.
Yeah, they mix that in with the frosting because it makes it smoother and easier to spread.
Go over to somebody's house and see them eating a fucking jar full of lard. You're like, we're going shopping. Come on, man.
Sitting there watching my movies with a big can of Crisco and a spoon.
So,
I couldn't afford pizza this week, guys, so this is what we're having for game night. Everybody gets a spoon.
We totally eat it.
I know.
Antonio writes to Moonshine Bitch at videogamenews.com. Hello, Don and crew. Random question this time. Do any of you guys watch anime? I know it's hentai porn for Brian, that sick bastard. Well, peace.
I'm out. Nope.
I haven't watched any recently. I mean, I watched Ghost in the Shell a lot. But I see it on sometimes, and, like, you know, I'll start it, but the storylines don't interest me very much these days.
I shouldn't say no that I have it. I don't watch it, because there would be times when I've passed out, like on Kevin's couch in the middle of the night or whatever, and then I'll wake up at like 2 in the morning and open my eyes and it'll be on. and I'll just be in that dazed dream state looking at it like, what is going on here? Because it's just the craziest stuff, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there is some crazy stuff. I mean, some of it, I don't know.
My
Weird.
older daughter is a huge anime nerd, so I occasionally got roped into it. Like we were watching Attack on Titan when it was on. Then she got into Bleach, and I attempted to watch that a couple times, but mostly I ended up mocking it. And then she decided she liked Fairy Tail, which I just mocked right off the bat. Then I was like, you know what? If you're going to watch anime anyway, let's watch some Vampire Hunter D. And I put that on, and she's like, this sucks. I want to watch this one. And there's some rubbish. We watched Death Note together. That one was pretty good. So, but it's been a while because, you know, now she doesn't speak to me.
I liked the Hellsing Ultimates, but there's stuff I like. I mean, I was big into Robotech when I was a kid, but I mean, I don't know. The new stuff seems like there's good stuff for adults, but it's hard for me to find because there's also stuff that's for like teenagers and tweens that's just not targeted.
Yeah,
like
like that High School of the Damned or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I tried watching that.
See, like I don't even count Robotech as anime because
What was that
anything we watched growing
Spire
up.
Harlock or whatever, I watched that. That's pretty good. Oh, you guys have seen
That's
that?
my rule. If I grew up watching it, it's not anime because the stuff I watched was great.
G4.
Yeah, so like Battle of the Planets and Robotech, those don't count.
Star Blazers.
Star Blazers.
All right.
Battlestar Galactica.
We're up to outer space.
Save the mother.
Mother Earth to save the human race. Our Star Blazers.
So, Larry, here's a question for you, since
Yeah.
I'm out of emails. And now that you're a anti-technology guy, and when
I have always been a Luddite, but
when
yes.
when your cell phone dies and you go back to the wire and crank to
Yeah.
make your calls, or,
Yeah, I'm totally hoping that there's still like an operator switchboard to connect me to other
or
people's phones.
Morse code, or something.
Yeah.
What do you think about buying a new computer for yourself? Like, is that still something you will one day do? Or
Oh yeah, I totally need a new computer. That's on the list.
Okay, all right. So you're not that much of a Luddite that you would abandon owning a PC.
Luddite, not Luddite.
Luddite, whatever. I don't know
Yeah,
even know
I,
what it is.
Alright.
Yeah, no, I will be getting a new computer, and actually I was thinking that maybe next week, one day after work, I'll just see. Everything in my life has to come down to some sort of like fate or God intervening to give me a sign. And I've been dragging my feet on the whole I need to switch from Verizon thing. So I think God was like, okay, fuck it, I'm just going to break his phone. So maybe if he has to buy a new phone anyway, he'll go ahead and make the switch instead of bitching about Verizon's prices for the last 3 months. So I'm thinking next week I may just go someplace and get me a new phone and a new carrier and be done with it.
You're going to use one of those low-cost carriers?
Yeah, because like Verizon, it works great. Like I was out camping and had a signal the entire time
Right.
in the middle of the fucking woods. But A, it's not like it's all that often that I'm away from a metropolitan hub.
Right.
And B, I'm spending friggin' $80 or $90 a month on the plan, and it's totally not worth it for what I do. I don't do a whole lot of data. I don't stream anything. So I'm basically paying $90 a month to call and order pizzas and text people.
Guys at work use something called Ting, and they pay $11 a month. It's ridiculous.
See, that's in my wheelhouse right there.
Ting.
Now, assuming I can get it without
T-I-N-G.
having to get some old people track phone or something.
They have a smartphone. Like, they're using... I mean, the one guy is using... I don't know what he's using, but the other guy's got a smartphone. He's paying $8 a month, and the other guy's paying $11. I don't know.
I may have to get in on that.
Yeah, I don't think it comes with much data, or any data, or something, but, I'm sure you can customize it. It's one of those things. So, Don, you gonna get kicked out anytime soon? How's it going over there?
Shh. Don't say anything loud. Don't say anything.
What? I don't know how loud your volume
Why would you
is.
do that?
It's your choice not to have headphones on. What the fuck?
Why would you say
Well,
that?
right, because I want to hear what's going on around. Yeah, don't say nothing. Shh. Because like I went out to that party yesterday, and it got a little chilly at night. So I was like, it's right around the corner. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'll just run home and grab a sweatshirt. So I come home. I'm like, hey mom, hey dad, what's up? And they're like, oh, nothing much. We went out to dinner and now we're home and yeah, we went out by ourselves and da da da. And I'm looking at them. I'm like, you guys don't really need me.
Your time's come, lad.
Yeah.
Move
so,
out.
like, they keep dropping hints and stuff. Now, like my mom came in the bedroom today. She's like, this place is a mess. You better clean this up. And it's like, uh-oh.
Check out your
So-
pants, Tony.
The playtime is pretty much over. So-
Now, yeah, it's like now they're telling me what to do, how to do it. Because before it was like,
Bullshit.
oh, thank you for being here and helping us. Do whatever you want. Now it's like, you better clean this stuff up. We're sick of the smell in here. It's like, whoa, there's a smell in here? Like I didn't even notice, you know. So yeah, I don't. My mom's supposed to go to Scotland in September, so I need to at least be around for that to watch my dad. I guess.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping.
Well, that's a good plan.
It would be bad news if they were like, you know what, you got till the end of the month to get out. I'd be like, okay, myself in the head and be like, I'm done with it.
You could go to stay at Curtis's place.
No.
What happened to Tony?
I don't
went on
know.
A,
He went
went on a
crazy.
journey or something and dropped off Facebook. He said.
He's always
Yeah,
dropping
but
off and
just
coming
disappear,
back.
man.
He's dropping
Easy.
off and coming back. And something happened with like his girlfriend or something like that. I don't know. I try not to. It's one of those things. He's reaching Adam level, where it's like,
Oh my God.
well, it's like he'll say something and you'll be like, okay, but really, is it this bad? I mean, did you bring this on yourself? Or, was it just bad luck? Like with me, with all my stuff, it's all bad luck. It's not me. It can't be me. I'm not
Right.
the problem. I'm perfect. But like, with him, it's like I'm on, I'm off. I don't know. I'm on Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. I hate you people. I love all of you. It's weird.
It is weird.
I haven't talked to him.
Yeah. I saw that he was like, I'm going on a journey or something. He's leaving. And I'm like,
Yeah, in a barrel.
I'm thinking, I don't know how much money he has. I don't think he's going to get too far.
Well, the park's not that far away.
Yeah.
They have a place set there that he can sleep under that he already knows about.
yeah.
Where all the raccoons know your name.
Merry-go-round or whatever is land of that thing.
I know for one thing's for sure, I'm not taking him over to Adams.
Do playgrounds still have that merry-go-round that that you would hang on
That
for
we
dear
used to
life?
kill ourselves on all the time.
Yeah,
Stuck
that-
underneath
and
it.
they can go really fast.
They have them, but they're not like the ones we had where they were like the big flat round disc.
Right.
You had to hold on to it. It was like
Yeah, somebody would run and try to see if they could fling you off of it by going
Yeah.
too fast.
now it's just like a pole sticking out of the ground with like a little thing to put your feet on, and they can stand on it, and then you can spin them like that.
Oh my
There's no
God,
way of
that's
like
terrible.
getting in there and spinning them around. Because those other ones you could run around with them.
Right.
You had enough room to run.
Yeah, get a nice head of steam going.
Yeah, but this one you can't. You got to like stand there. It moves. It's so small.
You
What
get
about
so
swings?
sick.
I remember like some of the old parks, like the swings would be like 20 feet long.
Oh no, all the swings now are the baby swings. Everything has a,
Because you leap
Close.
off.
then
You'd be
halfway
trying to
up.
get. You're thinking in your head you can do a 360 with the thing.
Yeah. Some people would. You see, one kid would do it. You're just like. Then the other kid would do it, get halfway, and all of a sudden he'd come down on top of the pole. It's like,
they know what it means.
why weren't you watching my kid? I know your kid was a fucking retard.
There was always the kid that would jump off at the absolute top.
Yeah, the peak. Yeah,
The
like
leap.
all of a sudden, just like there's this kid flying 50 feet in the air
And even then, it was just a straight.
into the
run.
gravel. It was like no sand and grass. It was just gravel and crunch.
You wouldn't even go up in the air much further than the swing itself. It's like if the swing came up and you jumped off, you have nothing to push off on because
Right.
everything's chain and plastic. So
It
it's
makes
like
no difference. You were so high up. You're like,
you're just basically jumping out of the seat and falling straight down to the ground, breaking your legs.
there's always like
Projectile.
some kid. Like it was like every other recess, someone was going to see the student nurse. With blood coming out of their nose or their skull or something like that. It's like, well, you can't stop jumping off the swings. Okay. Yay!
Let's go back to the swings.
We actually had recess in winter. We'd still go outside. Unlike today. I'm sure they don't do that shit.
No, They don't do any of the stuff.
They always had like chin-up bars and pull-up bars that nobody would use, except for that one kid that could do it.
Right. That kid with the mustache.
Yeah.
True.
Exactly. They had like the rings that you could do it, the Olympic rings and stuff. Like, well, who's doing that? Like, what is that even here for? Like, some kids.
Because they see him in all those old movies, like in Germany and shit, where some guy jumps on the rings and begins like spinning around in 100 circles. You're just like, dude, nobody's doing that.
There's gonna be a pommel horse in the middle of the recess here.
That's all the kids could do is just jump up, grab the rings, hold on to them, be like, okay, and let go. You couldn't even pull yourself up.
Yeah, because it would hurt. Your armpits would fucking be like swollen. You'd be fucking the rest of school. You're just like, man.
You're like, if I do this, then I definitely have to try to climb the rope in gym class.
Or the pegboard.
Not doing. Oh, jeez, that's the worst. There were never any pegs, so you'd be sitting there, put like 2 fingers in a hole, trying to pull yourself up with like a finger. Ow!
They had some.
Yeah, there was always those weird, those presidential fitness things that you would see sitting off on the side. You're just like, what's that for? Like, oh, you'll find out.
Oh yeah.
The medicine ball and shit. Yeah.
The medicine ball.
Welcome to gym class, everybody.
We played dodgeball one year with the medicine ball, which was a dumb idea.
Those things are so heavy. Oh my god, you can't play dodgeball with those things.
Why did we do square dancing in gym class?
You're a bunch of faggots.
Well, that's the thing is, like, the classes were all boys and all girls, and they're like, okay, we're gonna do square dancing today, and we're all looking at them like, I'm not dancing with a bunch of dudes. I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
And they're like, oh, we're gonna intermingle with the girls' class, and it's like, no, I don't want to do that either, because I'm gonna get the losers of the girls' class, because they all think I'm the loser.
I just remember volleyball because you'd have that plastic ball that wasn't leather, it was like that. It was just that plastic, and you'd have to do that underhand hit the serve. I always have a big welt, like right on my wrist from doing that. Fucking sucked. Hated it.
You go to hit the ball, and you would just hit it too hard, and we just go flying right up into the ceiling and shit.
Yep. You get nailed in the face by that ball. It's so bad. Fucking
It's
awful.
funny.
Somebody would always get that fucking volleyball right in the fucking face. It's crack,
Those scooters. Scooters are the dumbest thing. Everybody has to crab crawl on the scooter, and it's like you roll over your own fingers.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah, that was the worst.
You get the burns. You get the burns from the ground,
Right.
from the whatever, the
Gymnasium
wood.
floor.
Yeah.
Did you see that they tore down the North Olmsted schools?
Dude, I talked about this months ago.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, did you see it? Did you go by
No.
and see?
Yeah, it's empty.
They're building.
Nothing.
I thought it was just the junior high. I didn't know go to the high school too.
Yeah,
it's
they're
listed.
building some gigantic
The living
merged
high school.
thing. It's both of them together. One school to rule them all.
Right.
So that so the 7th graders can go to school with the fucking, the seniors in high school and they get their asses kicked.
Yeah.
Supposed to keep them separated,
They don't fight anymore, do they?
They're they're gonna have them on different parts or whatever, but that shit's not gonna work. It's not gonna. It'll be like that for like a year or something, and then we've got a classroom over here, and they'll be intermingled before too long, and then one of the senior kids is gonna bang like a 12-year-old or something, and it's gonna be a huge outrage and big problems.
Right.
As is right and proper.
Just saying, it's what's gonna happen.
And that is the way it should be.
All right, well, that's it for the show. We'll be
Oh,
back next week with more, and there'll probably be some more news, actually, about video games that week.
Hopefully.
Some more emails. Write into whatever you want at videogamenews.com, and we'll read your email on the air. You guys got any shout-outs or anything?
Nope.
I got nothing.
8 and 11. Tumbling with Tumbleweed.
There you go.
Where we talk about nothing.
BlogTalkRadio.com/tumbleweed.
BlogTalkRadio.com.
Something.
/tumble.
All right, that's it. Good night. Peace.
Peace.
See ya.
Just